Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. Score. You got nothing left. Five. Kill. Check. Go. Come. Get.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Lock. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fielded at the 33. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Red! Hey, I want to go load it. Load it. Here we go, 50. Mike 50. I got it. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a... Hey, easy. Know your job.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Sponge. No.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, 79!
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16
380, 390. White. Kill. Big gap. Pilot, 64, weak. Cluster right. White, 89.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Set. 60 or. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
Following the penalty, Michel tried to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On the double. Guys, Mike. Go. Watch the back. Set it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerry Tillery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
Ready, 380. Easy. Slam.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 1, Rivers able to get this to Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back. 61, matchbox lights.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Alpha!
Rivers on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
That's another Chargers first down. First down and goal to go.
Good. 190.
Bound to lose one. Check 26, check 20.
0.
Check.
Protein spill.
Check. Rush it.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Delta.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Locke. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Shoot.
Hey, box truck. Get it.
Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Past the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Lock now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Down. 50, plant. Rock it.
Watch 20.
Down.
Lock off of play action. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and then
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers got Gordon open, completes it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ready, break. You're out. Gone. Hey, lock it. Hey, stand off. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard
line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, 79, 79.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, from Cincinnati. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Hey, Delta! Check 9, check 9.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Wait, 89!
A first down throw here for Rivers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rivers out quickly here to Allen. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Stay there, stay there. 190. Buffalo one, Buffalo one. Check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, Delta! Hey, Delta! Load it! Load it! Banjo! Q! Hold! Sit on! Put!
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away. It's a high hanger. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings it 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go. Ready?
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Cincinnati.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. On the ground, Michel. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check one.
Get it.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Orbit.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's out to his running back, Michel. Now he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Snap.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Open man is Uzama. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Clock now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he gets...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Locke. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Block now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, lock it.
Check three.
Under 10. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
On 2nd and a couple. Lock. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Michelle. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Gordon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Flush to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
You better be ready next time.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. After the sack on 1st down, Rivers gets it to Gordon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Check 55, Mike.
Quick, keep it skinny.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Rivers to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
55 to Mike. 55 to Mike. I got you.
Now Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
12. Go.
Here's Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Undercut.
On first down, Bernard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo. Hard.
Looking to throw on second down. Carlson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So third down coming up. And, Charles, I guess a question for me, where does four down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
49,
From the gun, Carlson. And he's got his man on the out route.
Carlson's pass complete to number 8. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
3rd down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Bullock will put this one through,